Hello, you wonderful people, and welcome to a very special and exclusive video here on my channel. This is footage from behind closed doors recording back from 2 weeks ago at Gamescom, so we also had the big chance to get our hands, as well as on the alpha version we were streaming, also on this wonderful build over here, which is, if I remember correctly, the 7th level of the story mode. And it wasn't me alone, I wasn't playing it on my own, I was guided through it by Laura, the wonderful Laura. And you know what, before I talk too much about her, let me just quickly introduce her, and then we are going to jump in and enjoy this wonderful, pure and raw gameplay. Actually, the music you can hear is already Planet Zoo video music, and you know, gameplay music and stuff. It's so relaxing, it's so chill, it's so good. But anyways, let's just get quickly the introduction done, and then we head into the actual gameplay. Hey everyone, I'm just here in a sneaky little recording, which when you guys see it, it's quite 2 weeks ahead of time now, what we do. So, do you want to just quickly introduce yourself, who I'm sitting here with?
Yeah, hi, I'm Laura Massey, I'm a QA manager here at Frontier Developments.
And you might know me, I'm Will Flanagan.
Hi Will.
Frontier Developments.
It's like always the same question, Will blend?
I'm going, bye!
Don't do it. Yeah, so we're having a little demo. Actually, we had the demo, and now we're just playing around a little bit more. So I enjoyed it quite a bit, I have to say, and I hope you guys will enjoy it now. It is a gameplay demo from all the new stuff you haven't seen yet, even after Gamescom. It's so cool, isn't it?
It's really
I
cool.
love it, yeah.
Honestly, I love watching you as well. You've done some fantastic stuff, yeah.
What was your favorite, though, of the new stuff we've shown?
What's the new
favorite?
stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that depends on when you're going to give this air this video on what I can actually talk about.
You can do, because I'm now doing a cut now, and I now have to wait until the end of the video. So I'm cutting this now, so now you can freely talk. Alright, we are back, and yeah, in this video you will see me playing this scenario, a little bit with the help of Laura, because she obviously has done it. But let me just first say it was such a really great experience. I met her the first time, haven't met her before, and I have to say I think they're not only very talented at Frontier, they're also super great people, super lovely. And yeah, Laura, if you're listening to the video, which I hope you do, because that's your job, kind of, I guess. Yeah, it was super good, despite a little bit of a, let's say, we had some stuff to sort out first. But anyways, it all went super great at the end. And yeah, I was looking around myself, because when I was going into this recording, I had no idea what we have to expect. Like, it was super busy at the Gamescom, and we had a lot of appointments, and all of a sudden, I went to the recording, and I even had no chance to talk to the lady or whatever, whoever before this, and to talk about this. So I was just jumping in, and yeah, the first thing, you know me, I was checking out pieces, and Laura next to me was like, you know, that's cool, but we have some issues here in the park to solve. So yeah, it's always a struggle between wanting to check everything out and then also to play the game, actually. So I also try to take myself a little bit back in this video, be a bit more relaxed, be a bit more chill, and we're gonna go through and see what this game is actually like when you play the game. So as you can see, there is a rhino which has escaped from its habitat, and what we have to do, first of all, we have to get someone, and this is the veterinarian, to yeah, he's doing the job. He's actually going to catch the rhino. As you can see, he is using this kind of a blowpipe to tranquilize the rhino, and then they are transporting them in these wonderful magic boxes. These boxes are basically just ripped out the pocket of Hermione, because she's gonna have these kind of boxes in her bag as well. I don't know, if you haven't seen Harry Potter, you don't know what I'm just talking about, but anyways, yeah, you can see there is one more rhino just running straight across to my fence, but I was too slow, and so the rhino was basically on in the middle of the pathway. So our vets had to shoot it again, and here's me pausing them real quick because I wanted to see that. So it's kind of a cool blowpipe thing, which even has like a scope on top of it. I really want to have this for our office at work. This would work wonders, I should say, in terms of fighting for my place in the office, because we've got an open office, and in an agency it's always a little fun, and we're gonna have some fun together. So this is why it's always pretty important to have some weapons at hand. Anyways, so yeah, you can see I am releasing the Rhino again back into its habitat, because as soon as the habitat is saved again, you can release it and unbox it, because that's basically what you do with the animals, because they want to live freely and happily in their environments. And as you can see, our zookeeper is just coming right back after them, bringing some food, which this Rhino over here seems to like quite a bit. This is while it's running and rushing quite quickly over there. Yeah, we also were looking right into one of those wonderful menus over here, so we can get an idea of where our facilities are and what they are doing at the moment, and where we do have some issues. Like this park, when you go into the park, this park has some problems to fix. Not as bad though as the streaming park, because this was kind of, we talked about this quite a bit, why it was the case. And this park is obviously really a scenario, so everything was kind of neat and tidy and easy to do. But yeah, as Laura was talking me through, she was also explaining a little bit more what I'm trying to repeat now. I don't have any notes, to be honest, because I sat there and was just enjoying this wonderful demo, me playing the game and just sucking myself really into it, because the sound design and everything is just so good. I also won't put any music into this video, so you guys really can get the sounds of the game. As I said, I'm trying to make some breaks here and there to give you the chance to actually listen to the sounds as well. Yeah, I'm also willing not to talk through the whole video. You can just enjoy the game if you want, because I will prepare so many more videos of this footage I recorded at Gamescom that is a bit more, boiled down to what you really would need. And this is also why I will, after the first couple of introductions here, I will then leave you alone with the gameplay, and you can just skip through the video as you like and just catch the game in its raw footage. I think this is something which really gives you a great idea and makes you even more hyped. Here's one more animal, the pronghorn, which is just pooping right in front of us. I must say, I don't know what it was, but Laura and I were having the poop session, we called it afterwards, because literally every animal we looked at was the first thing it did is pooping at us. I don't know why we were behaving so bad or whatever was happening, but it's literally true. It was just pooping at us. Yeah, it was actually funny, but this also shows that the animals always have different behaviors. She was running a few of those demos, and she told me that, I was the first one that experienced it with every animal. But what you can see over here is how they behave in their habitat. It's so cool. One thing to notice is also that while all the animals drink, the water level just declined a little bit, so this is why then you will have a zookeeper coming in there and refilling the water. It's super nicely done. This kind of little detail again is the stuff of which this game is made of, so it's really, really cool. But as you can see, this wonderful animal over here is nicely animated. A lot of you expected this already from the recently revealed little trailer that Frontier put on their channels, Making Creativity, I believe it was called. And I really need, many people sent me the message, hey, have you seen the pronghorns might be in? They have been in as a little artwork and whatnot. And I was like, no, this is just an artwork, don't and I've already seen them. I was like, this will excite people a lot. So yeah, I'm super happy. But yeah, back to the game. You can see I'm placing down some coolers, because our friends over here, this time we are not in a European biome, as you clearly can tell. We are more in a way hotter environment, which means that we need to cool down animals instead of just heating them up, right? And they also you can use the sprinklers for doing so. As you can see, I'm doing this as well, just for the sake of showing it off. But also, I need to use it as well for making them enriched by the pieces in the park. So they also, in their habitat, they also love to just play with the sprinkler, get a little bit wet, and then just enjoy the sun afterwards again. But you also need to cool them down. As you can see, all stats seem to be fine. I'm just doing a little bit of terrain work next to make sure that everything is wonderful. I don't know why our guests are so damn loud at the moment, but yeah, well, whatever. So you can really tell now from the next couple of things I'm trying to really get in. One thing I do love in particular is if you click on the terrain that is needed, it automatically opens the terrain folder. So as you can see, I'm just clicking it there, and you can see automatically this certain terrain is selected. This is super handy. It's a super nice shortcut you have in the menu. And these are the kind of things that I really like in particular, because these things are making life so much easier. Instead of just always going back to the terrain menu like, oh, what was it again, what I need to put down, and then just go back to the menu and check it again. So yeah, it was really super good to see it that way. And yeah, I was just painting some stuff here to make sure that we do fill in the needs of our lovely animals down here. You can see I fulfilled the short grass one, and now I was like putting in the long grass until they had yeah, their needs fulfilled, I should say. I mean, this is the stuff you've already seen in the first gameplay mechanics we showed at Gamescom, but I think it's also cool to see it in here because it's another biome. This time you need to, you know, do the reverse engineering, if you will. This time you need to cool things down before you can paint the terrain. And yeah, again, I just love how the grass automatically creates the 3D grass. Actually, I love how the animals just sink into it and just look, it looks so good. It just looks super awesome. And just imagine you would put this all down with a lot of you know, foliage pieces. This would kind of destroy your computer and also my computer, so that's why I'm not really up to doing it. However, guys, that's it from my side. So if you want to enjoy this one now, I highly recommend watching it because it is super cool. It is super awesome, and now you get a second new animal, which is the tapir, and or the tapir. I don't even know how the English pronunciation is correctly, but I think it's tapir. It's another fan favorite, I want to call it. This one is kicking its own poop. So as we said, it's the poop episode. So you can even call it in the comments like this if you want. God, it's such a poop episode. It's a mess. Anyways, yeah. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. It's a very long video because it was a very long recording, and I'm super happy to hear what you guys think. I will just jump in a few more times within the recording, but now just enjoy the pure gameplay. I think many of you enjoy it, and this is why I'm starting to shut up now. We are like 15 minutes in, or no, it's like 11.5 minutes, so never mind. But yeah, guys, enjoy it, and we see each other at the end of the video.
Dunne väl mandala tyle haluaa. Visu fau. Dunne väl. Så lämnar man tom det bibla. Du känner oss då när fej. Säg bara hur safe the rules were passed. Ja. Så lämnar man tom det bibla.
I vörre balloon. Tuffa balloon even to change heights.
Vi flinig sig awesau.
Du så even Melanie och så sälja på showen. Timbulas är möte tutella. Daskal. Så nu var masuina.
Säg bara hur safe the rules were passed. Och kavan om tuffa och balsi gularama.
Jabberas for un percastrum of Hodper, on Sela Josoe Londi.
Yevo.
Nouveau car in the history. Tamula's a murder Capella. Herbacea Darbanale and I.O. Yemen
Farinama. Is it groove? Oh.
Tempalo, talaga tipal.
Alright, so here I'm jumping back in for a second. As you can see, I have built this wonderful climbing rack over here, I want to call it. I will be doing a video on this solely to talk about this, so please, if you're missing a little bit out on information here, I just wanted to quickly jump in because there's one important thing. The climbing mechanics in this build were, and as we were told at the beginning, they were still a little bit buggy. They wanted us to test this, especially to see how it works and how the animals behave. The mandrills are in the game now. You've seen them. I have a dedicated video on them that they are in the game. But since they're pretty new, they haven't been tested on a live build or whatever that we played, they wanted us to test it, and so please bear that in mind. It's not perfect yet, but they are pretty much aware of it. It's not a big issue. We've seen this for other people. They worked perfectly fine. The lady designer, for example, she's got awesome footage of the mandrills as well, and it looks super dope. I also have some good footage of those, and I cut them together for you in the mandrill video, so when you want to see them behaving like they should behave, you can see it there. But in this footage, there were a few little funny things happening, so if you want to see this, make sure to catch these little things in this video, so keep an eye on that. But it was just important for me to tell you this, because otherwise people might be a bit confused what just happened there. So you just have to imagine this system is pretty complicated, and the polishing work is still not done yet. So this is why you can see the mandrill actually just climbing very weirdly over there, but now it's down there again. As you can see, I was also spotting it. But yeah, it's not, you know, it's not a big thing. We don't have to worry about this too much at this point. Why are all these pooping noises the whole time? To be fair, when I was doing the recording, I couldn't even hear that much, because as you have seen from the little video with Laura, it's super loud. Also in the business area it was super loud. And yeah, this is casually Mr. Michael Jackson mandrill. He's doing the moonwalk down back to the ground. This is a feature, you know, that's not a bug. This is a feature. That's a little Easter egg. When you call this mandrill Michael Jackson, it will do this. I'm just kidding here, but we do have to see this all with a lot of fun. I was fixing it, and later on they were doing it pretty much perfectly fine. So yeah, I think this is the good thing about this, is the devs have all the feedback from us now. They have all the footage, they have all the save files and stuff, so that they really see what we've done here, and it can only be very good for them to know all of this. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on this one. I come back to you later again in the recording, so enjoy now the pure gameplay until we talk again.
Double canoe in the
Skeda.
Jonen.
Enu?
Luciet cycling over but
Säger bara att safe rules repairs. Das var dåligt sekund, nu.
Wait. Halaboy Scospedale?
Oh, really?
Ubante deve no adventure.
Arenado paddle.
You rallen.
Ooh, oh. Ogavan non terfa balsigoloma.
Nasum potebna. Cui ramolifi.
Ja, diffi fai l'amor. Hey. Yeah. Whoa. Hey. Hey. Hey.
Och se världen ser groove. Das är coolt. Det är vad haven så spelar den där tejen. Ja, det ska gå till paus. Det flyger sig aus. Mina chani är good. Cuidado para Alvarez Blanc.
Movala Pelagium Fassi.
Oh.
Valhalla has to play it. Ja, it's hello in my mimi. It is a parts by boom. Sabur, room, tipper.
Alright, so I'm back with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed the gameplay so far. It's, yeah, quite a little bit of different stuff in here, as you can see, but now, finally, we can talk about the fence tool. I am, actually, the thing is, I was trying around and messing around. This was really on the, I think it was even the first day of Gamescom, or even the second day, where I haven't had any time to play with the public build, which was on the booth, so I didn't really know how the fences exactly work, because obviously the build we had on the streaming, or in the streaming, didn't have the real tool in, so it was kind of a boiled down version because it wasn't stable. But in this version it was, and you can see it's pretty cool. You can do a lot of things. The reason why I was struggling so much over here is because I was trying something with the water, but the problem is, as soon as you have water in this little pond, you need to change it a little bit. And my problem over here is that I wanted to build this for the Bengal tiger exhibit, and the reason why it didn't work out in the end is because I was quickly checking that the tiger can climb and also swim. So basically my idea was to have this little as a natural border, but this didn't work out, so I needed to change the overall height of the fence over here. You can see I'm testing a lot of different variations here, because I didn't really know what exactly to do, but in the end I really figured out what was the issue. So I was building a little bit without the water first, and still this didn't work out the way I wanted it to, because the thing is, you can't choose that last piece. As you can see over here, this is how it would work. This is super easy. Just mark a piece and then it works over, and that's how it would work. So as you can see, I'm trying different things over here, and now this is how it should work. And then I was like, okay, now this should be the way I'm doing it, right? Just adjusting the height. So you can see it's pretty powerful. You can manipulate a lot of things at the same time. And you also just have to find the real way to do it. And yeah, I was doing the one-sided glass then instead of the other idea I had before, but I just still wanted to have just a little pond in front of it to make sure that this works. You can see I'm just changing all the different tiles over here. I'm changing the glass so that we have the biggest available window, and yeah, I was just changing a few things here and there until I had the perfect wall for me. This is still very bad. Like, it is really not nice looking, because again, as I said, this was the first time I was playing around with it, and I had no idea exactly how it worked. A day later I was testing it on the booth, and I have to say it worked a lot better because I knew what to do. It's pretty intuitive, to be honest, but if you're in a pressure situation, as I was, because we were already running out of time a little bit and we had some computer issues, so that was why I was trying a few things here and there. But yeah, the cool thing is you can just plop water in. There are a few glitches here and there once you have to steep interchanges or like junctions here and there, and I was just covering it up here with some lovely rocks. And yeah, I do have to say that I do love the rock in the game. It's super nice, super easy, and yeah. So that's my 2 cents to the wonderful fence tool. I'm gonna catch you at the very end of this video, which is not far away, so I'll be with you in a bit.
Belena, Faranama, Dusava for Epedemic, or Kevin Domela Bnue. That's a Zumasudavo.
Ja stuppele hunsiet. En tremes of veri per plumuzo.
Anomusa say under are an alma pado.
Das ist das in der Tee zu Rimla. Ibella Krekul Tiemen Manuk.
Solamo Matomba Bipla. Sayo Bella has saved for Ruse repairs. O Gavin Nonta for Bel Sigulawama.
Cupere nos perfetta.
Alrighty, so I'm back. As you can see, I was still trying around a little bit with the area over here. Unfortunately, and I will tease this already because otherwise you are a little bit surprised, this is unfortunately not the final enclosure or the final exhibit you will see, because we had another game crash, unfortunately, which is why we are not putting down the tiger. But don't worry, there is plenty more to come. I have plenty more footage I will be preparing for you guys. Also, all the new animals you saw in this gameplay, they are also uploaded as single cuts where you see only the footage of these animals, so check them out as well. They should be online all by now. I put this all on schedule so you guys can enjoy this. But for now, I would say thank you for watching this video, and thank you for all the support in the last couple of days. It was amazing. It was so cool to see how this all grows, and I can't wait to deliver more stuff for you guys. So please let me know all the questions down below in the comment section, because I will try to answer as many as possible of them. And now the last words also belong to Laura. So at the other side of the cut you will hear me and Laura again before I do a proper goodbye to you guys. So see you next time and have a good day. And I now have to wait until the end of the video, so I'm cutting this now, so now you can freely talk.
Okay. Oh well, I suppose like just watching you actually build the dome that we tried to do.
Oh yeah,
has been my
yeah.
favorite part of it. Showing off the Gariel crocodile as well.
Oh, that's cool. I love this one. Yeah.
Making sure that his habitat is good. Yeah, I suppose that's what I've enjoyed.
Cool. And what was your best experience so far with the people recording here? Is it just...
I think just introducing people to the Planet series. So some people that I've done it to, they're not familiar with those games at all. Obviously you're an expert at it, so you know, demoing with you has its own perks. But just being able to get that new community actually involving them and showing what we can do as a company.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, then thanks. Obviously I just enjoyed this so much doing it. So we continue a little bit, having a little bit of fun, guys. But I hope you enjoyed this one. Yeah, it's plenty of time, plenty of footage, so you should have enjoyed it. Alright, that was the thank you and goodbye from Laura and me, but this is now the proper goodbye. You can see already in the background, this is a little teaser for the next and upcoming video. I was able to do a little bit more, and I will be producing a time-lapse of this video, so stay tuned. This will be also available for you, I think, tomorrow, so make sure to keep your eyes out on this channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do so, because I will be trying to deliver you as much content as possible from Planet Zoo, but obviously we're also continuing on other games such as Planet Coaster. Also, the dinos will be back soon. I have something planned for a while now, but I just hadn't had the time to cut it. That's the main reason. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next time. And for now, Camel out. Have a great time and bye.